Okay, guys. I'm going to go through example 12.9 and example 12.10, which is in your packet. The first part for 12.9, this isn't anything new, but I'm going to go through it just in case some people were feeling lost because there hasn't been a video in quite a while. Okay, so what the problem tells me is I start out with 24.8 grams of CaO. So I'm going to write that right here. That's my given. Oh, sorry, not CaO, CaCO3, my bad. Okay, so I start out with 24.8 grams of CaCO3, and it's asking me how much CaO I'm going to produce. Okay, if you're not sure what units I'm supposed to go into, if you look down here, okay, if you notice, it's talking about grams of CaO. So here, for my theoretical yield, I need to be getting into grams of CaO. Okay, so I'm going to crisscross swoosh. Remember, to go from terms of CaCO3 to terms of CaO, I need to use my mole-to-mole ratio. So I first have to convert this whole thing into moles. So I'm going to put 1 mole of CaCO3 on top. Guys, before I even started this, I noticed that this was already balanced. And you have to make sure this is balanced before you even get started. The other thing, remember, this 1 will always be there. The only time you use your coefficients is in your mole-to-mole ratio. Okay. Then I put my molecular mass on bottom, which is 100 grams of CaCO3. Okay, now I'm going to put my mole-to-mole ratio. So I'm going to crisscross swoosh again. Okay, notice all of my coefficients are 1, so it's going to be 1 mole. I'm trying to get into CaO, so it's going to be 1 mole of CaO and over 1 mole of CaCO3, because that's what I'm getting rid of. Okay, now I have 1 more crisscross swoosh to go, because I need to get into grams of CaO. So I'm going to put 1 mole of CaO on bottom to get rid of it. Okay, and then I've got to put the molecular mass of CaO, which happens to be 56.1 grams of CaO. So what I end up getting, guys, when I multiply, so I take 24.8, divide it by 100, multiply it by 56.1, I end up getting 13.9 grams of CaO. Okay, so that's my theoretical yield. Basically, what your theoretical yield is ideally how many grams of CaO should be produced if you put into the reaction 24.8 grams. Okay, so what percent yield is looking at is, okay, so technically I was supposed to get 13.9 grams of CaO, but if you look, I only got, when I did the reaction itself, I only got 13.1 grams of CaO. So the next thing that I'm going to have to do for this example problem is look at my percent yield. Alright, and remember, percent yield is your actual yield over your theoretical yield. Okay, so here, my actual is the 13.1, what I actually got in the lab, over theoretically what I should have gotten, which was 13.9 grams. Okay, I'm now going to multiply that by 100, and I end up getting, I believe, 94.2%. Okay, so this isn't 100, right? I don't get 100% yield. I lost some of my product, right? Some of my product got lost in the reaction, and we're going to be talking about why exactly that happens, or you're going to read about why that happens.